What's up, people? Welcome back to EduTech Load. So today we will be working with the part third of the flip clock animation. So basically, if you haven't watched the part one and part two, go to EduTech Load Flutter animations, as well as you can check these two videos, that is part one and part two, so that you can understand the part third what we will be working with. Basically, in short, we will be working with animations as well as the 24 and 12-hour logic which we gonna implement in this video. So without wasting time, let's go ahead. So as we have completed the flow, guys, so basically I'm gonna start with the design first. Basically, let's complete the design because we are just looking from the part 1 till part 2nd till part 3rd. We are looking just this yellow and red stripes. So basically it should look good if you're working with this. So let's start with this, guys. Let's have decoration to all the containers, and I will be making a separate container for this stuff. Okay, so let's say box decoration, box decoration. I'm sorry. Box decoration. And so basically what we are gonna have here, because this decoration shall be for all the things, that is from for top as well as for the bottom part. So basically we will have a, first of all, border radius, that is we need to curve the corners of the watch. So basically we will have a border radius, oh, mistake, border radius dot circular. You can also design from your point also, no problem with this thing. So I need to only circle the top parts. So that is top left, okay, and top right, and okay, basically the bottom will have something else. So bottom left, bottom right, and what we will be copying this here is radius dot circular. Okay, now we need here something, a flag, which will tell us that this decoration will be for top and this decoration will be for bottom. So bull, let's say, is it top or not? Okay, now if it is top, we will say that we need to have 10 or else 0. Okay, so we'll be placing this all this stuff here same itself. Yeah, okay, we are missing something, I think so. mm, okay, by mistakenly I have done here. We need to return box decoration. Yeah, now it's done. Okay, so not everyone will have the same thing. So I need to mention it out that the bottom will have 0, and here it will be 10, here it will be 0, here it will be 10. Okay, so I'm just copying this box decoration from here and placing it here. So this is the top one, I will place it as true. Okay, when I restart it, okay, what's the problem? Okay, it says color, basically color. Let's remove this color and let's add a color of here itself. So here we will add a color from colors dot, sorry, color dot rgbo, that is 2020 comma 1. Okay, so let's say color will be 20 comma 20 comma 20 comma 1. Yeah, now it's done. Let's restart it. Now let's see how does it look. Okay, it looks fine. Okay, we just need the black color, a little bit of black and whitish white mix on it. Okay, so yeah, now we are done. So let's say what we'll be gonna implement this here is, we have got the upper border, sorry, upper that is flip clock widget. Now we need to implement what will be inside and what will be beneath it. Okay, so let's say yeah, this is the container, this is clock timer widget. Let's see where it is. Basically this is text now, so let's remove this out and we will here use a stack. Okay, which will be have an alignment dot center. Basically we need to place that thing inside in center itself, so that it doesn't create any issues for us. Okay, we have position, because we need to position the text widget, that yeah, you need to be at this top, at this top, and this top. Okay, so let's say top will be around uh, from top it will be around 5, just an assumption for right now moment. Okay, now what we need to show is basically that what we have to place here. Okay, so let's say if we have the text widget, so that is time, um, what was the widget name? Basically I forgot only. Yeah, clock timer widget, here it is, clock timer widget. Okay, done. Let's check it out. Okay, we will be having something. Let's color this thing so that we can see style text txt style, sorry, text style colors dot, I will say white 70 itself, because not full white. Okay, and we will have a font size itself. Let's say font size is 100. Let's see how does it look. Yeah, basically we need to place half partial half beneath itself, so that we can only see half 20 and half 20 is upward. Okay, so instead of this we will make that 15. Let's see how does it look. I think so we need to place more bit of it, so you can manage this thing depend on the device and depend on this stuff's sizes. I will prefer 30 itself, so that we can, yeah, that's good. Okay, so we see half 30, half 20 here, and half 20 will be beneath it. So let's say this will be okay. We will changing the divider afterwards itself, not now. Basically, if you want, we can place this as a black, because the background will be black itself, perfect pure black itself. And after that we will have the same. What we are going to implement is, that is we have a stack children. Inside that we also have the same thing. So here itself we will be removing this thing child, we will be removing the color itself, the same code will be replaced, that is decoration, box decoration. And is it a top? No, it's not a top, sorry. Yep, now we have a child. Basically here we also have a stack. Basically we need to position the things, so stack, same goes with alignment dot we'll place it, this one is center, and we will have some children which will be positioned. Yes, positioned. Child will be the same itself, what we have done. Okay, now now we need to place this from bottom itself. Okay, so let's say bottom will have around 15 or 30. Let's see, 30. Let's reload this out. Okay, now you can see this partial 56. Okay, a little bit up from bottom, so let's say I will replace it by 40 itself. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we can see this half 57 there itself. Okay, so let's continue with the another one. Okay, so animated builder we have container here itself also. Now we need to place here also the same box decoration, removing this child with child. So let's say decoration, box decoration. Now this is also not the top one, so it will be false itself, and we will have a child basically. So but before going to child, we need to understand that this one is the flip animation. This is the flipper one, which is this one, that which is flipping from up to bottom. But if it is from if it is at the bottom itself, so we need to have that is 0 to itself, or if it is flipping to upward, this has been inverted. So we need to manage this thing, that if this animation goes from center point to the upward, we need to invert it. Okay, we need to invert that thing. Do with this thing is basically box decoration is done. Now we need to have a child which will be stack itself. Everywhere we will be using stack, so that we can have a position thing out there. Okay, children is done. Now just told you that we will have an inverted image. So basically what we need to do is we need to check the animation value first of all. That is animation dot value should be half. That is it should be if it is greater than 4.71. Okay, 4.71. Okay, we will have a position which will have a child, that is the same itself. Okay, and if it is means if it is lower, so at that moment also we will have a position which will have a child, the same child itself. Now we need to manage what will be seen if it is greater and what will be seen if it is lower one. So basically if it is greater than 4.71, it will be normal itself, but just we need to add a position that from bottom it will be around how much we have placed the bottom here itself. Let me check. Bottom, okay, it's 40. So just using the same itself, and here we will be transforming this. Okay, so let's say wrap with the widget, and we will be using here transform. Okay, transform, and just pressing this below transform matrix. We'll be rotating out. Okay, basic simple one. Dot now we will be rotating this with x direction, that is mat dot pi. Okay, now it's done. Let me show you how it will be looking, but before it we need to make something that, yeah, this is looking like this. Okay, so basically here the child itself, okay, yeah, done here. Let's restart this out and let's see what how does it look basically. Okay, we have a same color, I think so. Yeah, we don't need this basically, because if we have passed the color in the decoration itself, so don't so we don't need to pass in the container itself. Okay, so it's looking like this. We need to, okay, stack should have an alignment basically. So alignment dot center. Now let's see how does it look. Okay, so this is looking perfect. What we need to just do is that we need to adjust the positions that, yeah, we are doing like this. So let's say the position will be 50 here, 30 here, so that these two downward two will be uh, in a proper manner basically, I think so. We need to manage the top one. Okay, yes, this one 40. Yeah, now it looks good. Basically here it looks good, but we need to manage these things. Okay, this is also managed, a little bit of it, I think so it's managed. Okay, so let's see what it does after it flips out. I think so have passed everywhere. Box decoration, yep, this is done, this is done. Okay, this is also done. Child is also done. Okay, let's see how does it looks after flipping it out. Okay, let's pass the background here itself from main.dart itself, because the body right now is here itself. Okay, so let's say from main.dart we will have the container color itself. Okay, so let's pass this background color itself here only, colors dot black. Okay, this looks like this. Okay, so I think so we need to work on this. Basically it's not looking good enough. So basically now we need to head to clock animation, and okay, this all is done. Okay, we need to have a column, we need to provide this in center basically. So cross alignment dot center, if it's done. Okay, so okay, let's restart this out. Basically we need to solve this thing. Okay, so this is the bottom thing, so we need to move to this one. Okay, as we have done the position thing for the upward, but we have done the position thing for the downward. So let's say we will have this thing in bottom itself, or sorry, in top itself. So from top it will be around somewhat around 60. Let's see how does it look right now after restarting. Mm, yeah, basically this looks good. We need to have a padding between these two. Okay, so we'll be doing this thing, doing the same thing there itself, no problem with that. Let's say that will be done inside main.dart. Okay, 42, yeah, like this. Okay, I'm just forwarding this clip that we can move to till 59. Okay, so after flipping we can see there is no gap between these two, so let's add the gap between these two. Basically we will have a padding insets. um, its insets will be between around this only top, that is 99. This looks good. Now we'll have a child that will have a container and whose height will be around 2.0 and width will be around 200, so that this, okay, colors dot black. Yep, let's see now. Again I am forwarding the video so that we can have the 59. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, so we have got the gap here also, and the padding is also done. So now moving between these two paddings, so we will be heading to main.dart itself, and we'll be providing a padding between these two. So let's say we will be having a padding of around between these two, or let's say we will place the padding here itself only to avoid confusions and to avoid to have a minimal code. Okay, so let's say we will have a padding written container now. Yeah, okay, so at a padding, okay, this is good all itself only, so there's no issue with this thing. Yeah, it's done. Okay, so we have implemented the clock, basic clock. You can design by your own also. You can provide the font itself. I have provided the GitHub link, as well as the application, the designs and the UI look, how it looks on my point of view. I have designed from my point of view using the Google fonts. You can also do with your fonts itself by placing in pub.dev or using Google fonts itself. I will be using Google fonts. So now let's say we will be implementing this thing based on the horizontal and vertical axis. That vertical will have 24 or 12 hours and horizontal will have 24 hours. Okay, so let's get started with this thing, and we need to understand that in orientation builder we need to manage these things. Okay, so let's say if the orientation dot is portrait or landscape, we need to manage that thing. Okay, okay, so for this we need to have something called as init. Okay, this is the date format converter. So basically we will be using this and we'll be implementing this thing. Okay, so let's check the code. Okay, we need to manage this also. We need to have a limit of 23 hours only, and this is this is horizontal section, that is row. Okay, so basically this has to be in format of 24 hours and this has to be format in of 12 hours. So I will write it as the limit is only of 12 hours. Just we need to convert this thing. Okay, so let's say date format, the format will be in 12 hours itself, so a small h is enough. Dot, we need to format the current date and time, not hour, the current date and time. Okay, and this to be on string, and this has to be converted to in dot parser in dot, so that because it takes init int. Okay, so now restart it out. As you can see guys, this will be converted on 09. Okay, so it's around 9:30, and yeah, that's correct, 9:30. So this is uh, done guys. Basically vertical will have 12-hour format, and keeping it in what horizontal section, but it's 24 hours, and when I place it on vertical section like this, it is of 12-hour format. Okay, so almost we have done this. Now I think so we are getting this error, lifecycle error. So I think so we haven't dispose here, so I need to add a dispose method, that is this one. Oh sorry, dispose this. Yeah, now what things I need to dispose is the first one, that is I have used timer at the above, we need to cancel it. Okay, next thing is animation. We need to because guys, every time you use an animation it has to be disposed. When I press back or when I go on back something, we need to dispose that thing out. So I will say I think so it's controller dot dispose. Okay, so yeah, this thing has to be done. Okay, now I think so we have done everything. Just we need to have this vertical section management. Okay, so it's not in center. We need to provide this in center. So basically what we will be doing is, because we have implemented many of the stack, means wrapping with stack itself, so we need to manage the row itself, because it's not coming in the middle. So what I gonna will do this, depends upon the this one height of the device. We will be managing this thing. Okay, so let's say I will be adding a padding. Yeah, padding. Okay, I think so. It's been disposed. Let's restart this thing so that you can get the correct. Yeah, that's good. This thing has to be removed. But we will be using a symmetric, so that we will be managing the top and the bottom one. So let's say vertical, and we will have a height. That is, what is the height of the let's say, okay, we haven't used the height itself, I think so. Okay, let's use this itself. Copy, paste, divided by 2 and minus 110. Now let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, vertical media quadrant size, I think so we are messing with something. Okay, got it. What's the issue is, uh we we will be passing this thing in a double. That is double du double hitc height is equal to this thing. Yep, that's done. Okay, let's pass this inside this. Okay, and height will be around here itself and here. Okay, basically I think so. This has to be no problem. We're like, okay. We need to remove this constant here. Now let's see how does it look. Okay. 90. Okay, it will be 110 basically. Yeah, now it's look good. Okay, so it's in center right now, and here it is also in center. 934, 934. Okay, so I think so we have completed, guys. Basically we have done with the all the animation parts, as well as the padding itself, and providing the logic of 12-hour, 24-hour using the rotation builder. So we have completed the project, guys. This project link will be disclosed on GitHub itself, and the link will be provided to you. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, guys. Basically once I'm providing a content to you, so I think so at least subscribe is good, and a like. If you want to share this video with your Flutter beginners, you can share it. You can tell them how the animation works, and many things, guys. Just keep subscribing. Thank you. And yeah, one more thing. This project will be shared on LinkedIn and every social media. So go there itself and like if you see there, and if you come here, please subscribe to the channel. Okay. So yeah, thank you.